Nick Wright wants an apology from Stephen A. Smith, I hear. Let's check it out.
Him saying that there was something more nefarious afoot is a flat-out 100% fabrication. And so here's the request, and I mean this one.
I love that he's doing this in his, got to be New York City. Where else do they honk just out of nowhere? This is a request, and he means it. That means he wants to hear this. Tell me, beat it up in the comments. You think Stephen A. Smith is going to do whatever he about to request? I can tell you right now, whatever he going to say, no. I'm going to say no.
I would like an apology or a retraction or a clarification.
Apology. Retraction. That's even worse than the apology, I think. Clarification. Stephen A. Smith basically said in a roundabout way that Klutch Sports put him up to this. And LeBron James and all that, and because he's so pro-LeBron, that's why, because LeBron obviously got issues with Stephen A. Smith, so he just did all this for that. I will say this. The last time I saw Nick Wright was at a Klutch party. Guess who was there? Me. Guess who was there? Nick Wright. But duh, I'm not on no Klutch payroll, so why is he? Come on, dog. It was a fresh NBA All-Star party. That is attacking his credibility. We'll get into it.
But what's not going to happen here is utter and complete fantasy about how and why I do what I do.
You serious?
Uh-oh. So this must be a compilation trying to show Stephen A. Smith, let me do the dirty work for you. Let's see.
I was like, man, I'm getting me another ring.
Yes.
Philly is obviously here, but Cleveland
And
the East is much weaker than the West.
much weaker, and there is a storybook aspect to it. You wouldn't look like a mercenary because it's your hometown. There's a lot of things, and I will say this again. I know Rich. I vaguely work with Rich. I have massive respect for him.
Stop.
I vaguely work with Rich. Let me say this. All those agents, Rich Paul, David Mulugeta, you name them, all of them. Those are the big time ones, right? Football, that's the conquerors. Basketball, Rich Paul, conquerors. They talk to the media heads. They talk to Stephen A. Smith. They talk to him. I mean, David Mulugeta came on the show because they were going back and forth like, let's just air it out because of Jerry Jones and what happened in that situation. Well, what's my boy name? You know I'm talking about, the pass rusher. Damn, I need football season to hurry up and come back. Anyway, beat up in the comments. I've been on the phone before in Rich Paul and David Mulugeta. What I've experienced is not them telling you what to say, is them telling you what you didn't hear, what you didn't say, giving you greater perspective. Because guess what? They're either there or they know exactly who you're talking about and they were there. So that's just behind the curtain industry talk. I don't like that this video is putting that on Nick Wright like that's a unique quality. If they talking to me, they talking to him, they talking to Stephen A. Smith, they talking to everybody that got a voice in the platform. That they need to be like, look, dog, I know what you said. Let me just tell you what else happened. That's been every conversation I've had with them. Never, hey, Wiley, next time you go up there, say this. Kidding me?
What do you mean by that?
He's a really bright guy, and he's on First Things First, which I think airs right about now on Fox Sports.
Hey, that song gonna get me, no, we don't do those. Okay, so I see where they going with that. Let's just break this down real quick. Stephen A. Smith in a battle, winning or losing. I think losing, but I'm just gonna be respectful. Because some of y'all may say Stephen A. Smith is winning the Jalen Brunson battle. I don't think he is. I think it's a fight he can't win. You're fighting an athlete about how an athlete felt. How you gonna win that? You can't even fight your wife about how she feels, let alone an athlete. He out there like, what? How you gonna tell me how I feel? But in an attempt for that, and everybody jumping in on Stephen A. Smith, jumping on him because they like, Jalen Brown's right. Even your peers, Dan Le Batard, Nick Wright, etc. You know how it goes. You start throwing haymakers. You do anything to get them off you. That's what this sounds like, figuratively. I know that there's this narrative out there about you and Klutch Sports. Let me just run with that. Kind of a low blow, to tell you the truth. If you really, really stop and think, that's a low blow. Because it's a narrative because he likes LeBron. Well, are you pro Jordan? Whatever Jordan, you Jordan brand? You pro Jordan brand? Everything you say, well, we kind of be like, yeah, you are. But then if Nick Wright said you said something and your attack is because Jordan paid you to do it, or we know why, because you be hanging with Jordan. Now, they're not apples to apples because, as Stephen A. Smith says, Jordan texts him and they casual or whatever. But the point is, to say somebody is saying something because somebody put them up to it, as a man, that feels bad. As a human, that feels bad. But worse, as an analyst, like, dog, you know how long it takes me to come up with these takes? You know how long it takes me to really sift through all this stuff? And you're going to say somebody just gave me a check, or worse, didn't give me a check but just influenced me to say it? If I'm Nick Wright, I feel a certain type of way about that. I'm like, dog, you really went there. Like, just take your L, bro. You didn't take your L with Jaylen Brown, in my eyes, and now you're not going to take your L with me. Okay, you really want to play this game? See, Stephen A. Smith keeps going. He'll keep going. That's what Levitar said. That's what Nick Wright said. He'll keep going. He'll jump on the mattresses, double down, triple down, and keep going. To me, that's a sign of weakness. Dog, know when it's over. You ever see a football play and then, boom, whistle? Some players, Rodney Harrison, some of the greats, like a Rodney Harrison, will go to the echo of that whistle. I'm stopping when the whistle go. Peep. As soon as I hear, I'm stopping. I'm like, I'm good. Next play. I'm living for the next play. Rodney, my teammate, will come in. When he heard, peep, you better go like this. Here come Rodney. Peep. Rodney, shoo. Play ain't over till I hear that whistle go, echo, echo, echo. Peep, 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 peep. And then there's the dirty ones. Rodney, not this guy. Then there's the dirty ones. Whistle, Ben Blue, here he comes. Come on, dog. That's what Stephen A. Smith feel like to me right now. Whistle blue, dog. That play over. Not the game is over. That play is over. Jaylen Brown, let it go, dog. You gonna now try and turn on Nick Wright and say, oh, you got paid to do it. Somebody put you up to do it. Ooh, that is auntie behavior. Because prove it. If you think it and you had to talk around it like you did and you had to talk in code, say it with your chest. Names and numbers. If I'm Nick Wright, I'm like, say it. So Nick Wright now is issued, he wants an apology, a retraction, or a clarification. It's simple. You got your marching orders. Do what you do, Stephen A. Smith. This is the problem with fighting. This is the problem with fighting, fighting with somebody who don't give a damn, kamikaze ignorance. Because they won't stop. And that's why I grew up around. That's why I don't start. I don't fight, not because I'm scared, not because it ain't a reason to fight, it's because I know how it can end. Some people don't want it to end. And you may have picked the wrong one. So I'm going to tell you this story. Ooh, I was about to cry. I'm going to tell you the story of this dude that I grew up with. And this is why I don't fight. Sick running back, a little older than me. I'm the man as running back. I looked up to all the other running backs and receivers that I grew up with, including Curtis Conway. Curtis Conway may have been the fastest human ever on a football field in high school. It was insane. Curtis Conway get the ball, you're like, shoo. Look like Flash out there, right? So I'm looking at him, I'm like, damn, we all grew up in Inglewood, Pop Warner. Legends, Jaleel Holloway, all these dudes. Don't get me started. Some of them long gone. One of them is. He was a good guy, normal kid. All of a sudden hit that twist. You know what it is. Get around 8th grade, 9th grade. He start hanging out a little more. He's still a sick running back, but start hanging out a little more. Now I start noticing it too. And I'm still looking up to him, but I'm starting to chip away at how much I respected him. Because I'm like, oh, he in it for the streets. Come on, dog. You insane. Play. This is how it starts. Had a little altercation. Beat up a dude real quick. Think it was over a dice game. I don't know, something silly. Bye-bye. See, this is why you don't fight. Won that fight. Ended that play. Whistle blew. goes home. Days go by. Weeks go by. One day he going to school. Jumped in his car. Did y'all catch that? Gassed it up, ready to go. That's it. That's life. Here's the thing. Stop playing silly games. For these silly projects, like, dog, the game's over, that play's over, whatever it is, it's over. You ain't got to double down, triple down. Oh, I bet you. Now let me just go even further to the point where it ain't even based in reality. It ain't even based on where we started from. Oh, that's sick. All right, we'll see if Stephen A. Smith answers that bail. Beat up in the comments. Let me know what you think. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, become a member, and hit the super chat right now. Oh, I see a super chat right now. Let me give you some love. I see you, brother. Who's in there? The disciple. Marcellus, you my guy, and I know you do not feel Stephen A. People been feeling that way about Nick. I'm not like that. I'm not like that. I don't dislike Stephen A. I know you just said I don't. I actually respect Stephen A. Some parts of him is not good. And this is a part. He's just tripling down. I don't like people that triple down. Like, come on, dog. You lost. Take it out. And people don't like Nick Wright. All right, I like Nick Wright. I like Nick Wright. I like Stephen A. I like Ryan Clark, dog. Do y'all listen to me? I give them more props than I do criticism. The only thing I criticize is when they do the same thing. When Stephen A. triples down, when he race baits, Ryan Clark when he race baits, and I don't really have anything on Nick Wright yet because he doesn't do anything that I don't like consistently. Those guys play that same card. That's it. It's not that deep. Why y'all gotta walk around hating people? You know how much love it is in this world? I'm gonna give it to you like this. This is how I feel about them. Same way I teach my kids. I teach my kids there are only a few rules and the rest of the things are freedoms. You don't believe me? There are way more things in this world you can do than you can't. I'm talking to my kids. You don't believe me? There are 10 commandments, 10 things you ain't supposed to do, God said. The rest of the trillion things you can do. You go to a classroom, your teacher says there's 10 rules. The rest, enjoy. Most people get bogged down and restricted by those 10. I don't. I'm like, all right, I ain't doing that. Now what else is there to do? Everything. Everything else. Come on, y'all. No, I don't hate people like that. Become a gym member with Project Transition. As a giver every month, small gifts have a big impact in creating real change. Not only will you transform lives, you'll also win and unlock once-in-a-lifetime experiences. Join me, Marcellus Wiley, in making a real impact through Project Transition, a global giving community dedicated to uplifting underserved youth with mentorship, education, and access to real opportunities. Your donation doesn't just enter you to win unforgettable prizes and exclusive experiences with myself and other gym members. It fuels our mission to empower the next generation of leaders, dreamers, and game changers. From after-school programs, life skills camps, and career development, every dollar helps unlock potential where it's needed most and where every person makes a world of difference. Give back, win big, be the difference, be greater than your greatest excuse. Support Project Transition today. Become a gym member and help turn obstacles into opportunities. Oh, that wasn't enough? Y'all want some more? Well, check out the link in my bio, Hydration Situation Live. Blah, blah, blah. Right. I'm glad he said that. No one chooses football. Football chooses you.
It's so crazy people still stuck in Patrick Mahomes in the offense. I'm like, do you see these numbers? Marcellus Wiley on the rocks.
It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I believe the purpose.
Time to hydrate. Hydration situation, so.